Okay, welcome back. Quake 4, level 10. This is the second part of the HoverTank levels. And admittedly, I find this to be probably the least fun part of the game. The part with the mech is a little bit more fun, and the part with the rail shooter is okay. But this part with the HoverTank, I just find um, the first-person perspective just doesn't really work. The control is a bit... It's responsive and it's fairly fluid, but nonetheless, it still feels awkward. I really think this would have benefited from a behind-the-vehicle perspective, like when you're driving a Warthog or a Scorpion in the Halo games. Nevertheless, we're going to get through this, and once we're through this part, the game is really going to pick up. We're going to really get into the meat and potatoes portion of the game. So I'm looking forward to getting this one out of the way. And that being said, I thought the only thing that would spice up this vid a little bit would be to talk about something that's kind of interesting. So I thought, I mentioned a couple vids ago, I was talking about how we're in the sweet spot of the year, September, October, the Halloween season. Lots of persons really get into the spirit of Halloween. And something that's always fun to do around Halloween is the haunted houses. I thought I'd talk a little bit about McKamey Manor. There's one in San Diego, which is the original, and then there's a few more scattered around the country. For those of you that don't know, and I'm going to post a link in the comments section and pin it, some kind of vid about McKamey Manor. It is the most extreme haunted house widely regarded. Operates year-round, and it's basically torture. You have to sign like a 40-page liability waiver. And from what I understand, they do physical harm. They do like take your clothes and flog you. They use bugs and snakes and stuff like that.
Zebra 2, this is Bison 8. See anything? I got nothing. Wait a second. I've got a reading. Holy shit! What is this?
I just find the concept of something like McKamey Manor to be pretty, it's interesting, like, that something like that can exist. There's persons that are perfectly willing to do this, and I don't know, maybe I guess it shouldn't surprise anyone. It's there's a freak for every fetish, as I like to say sometimes. But I'm absolutely shocked that something like McKamey Manor, I mean, not that it exists, but that it hasn't been put out yet. It's kind of one of those things where you take a look at it, you learn a little bit about it, and you say to yourself, it's only, how is this still open? But then in when something like this eventually does, like, get shut down for, and people go to jail or goes to court for some sort of issue with the law, breaking the law. You say, well, why didn't it shut down sooner? We knew for years that it was, problematic. Yeah, something like McKamey Manor, I think at some point will... I think at some point it will be shut down, and when it is, you know, years later we'll be saying to ourselves, you know, it was amazing that it was open as long as it was. If you're into haunted houses, I think the vid that I will post in the comments section will be a link to a vid by Mr. Nightmare from years ago. And of course, McKamey Manor, you know, there's a bunch of extreme haunted houses that he talks about, but naturally McKamey Manor takes the top spot. Let our shields recharge first. I think this is the last part of this level, thank gosh. Real bad frame rate here. Oh good, it is the end, so let's go ahead, save here. Thank goodness that part is over. Not too long either, only 9 minutes, maybe 8 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and overwrite Aqueduct's Annex. And next time we play, we'll be doing the next level. And thank goodness the part with the HoverTank is over. The part with the mech, not as bad, but we'll get there when we get there. Alright, so thanks for swinging by, and check out that video on McKamey Manor. It's an interesting topic.